Smacking, cracking, and watching. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe. The Sinner, Season 1, Episode 2. This episode is called Part 2. Oh my goodness, you guys. This show is way better than I assumed it would be. Part 1, we got to meet our main character, Cora Tonetti. Cora Tonetti is his mother, this wife, who's a little bit lost, and she's got a past that we all are uncovering. In the very first episode, we see her kind of lose her marbles, and she murders a complete stranger, or at least we think he is a complete stranger. We start seeing pieces of her past unfold. We know what happened, which is she killed someone, but we have to figure out, why did she kill this person? Did she know the victim? Was it planted in her head? What's the deal? The timing, the pace, the character development. This is bigger than a who done it. This is a why he done it, why she done it. It's an awesome thriller that USA Network has put out. We know the location of the crime. We know the weapon that was used. This victim can be fully identified. We just really need to know, why the heck did Cora Tonetti snap? I think that's about the meat of it all, right, guys? Moving along. My predictions. I think this is going to sound a little bit out there. This might sound a little bit out there, but I think she's a prostitute. Her background, I think in her past, she might have been. You know why? Episode 1, when she was walking through a doorway with the red outfit on, seemed a little brothel-like to me. I'm just saying, in my head, it appeared to be a brothel. Be out there. I might be throwing it out there. My second prediction. Okay, the victim, the doctor who was killed that played the drums in college. I strongly think that Cora and I believe his name is Franklin or Frankie, they met at a party in the past, but they definitely knew each other way back in those college days, because once that second song played, it triggered something in her head. My third prediction, either she was sexually assaulted by him, or a friend of hers or someone was, or she witnessed someone be sexually assaulted. Why? I think so because when she stabbed him, she said, "Stop it, get off of her." Who is this her you speak of, and what happened? I also missed a couple things in the first episode. The factory is obviously their business because their last name, Tonetti, their last name was plastered everywhere, and I missed it. Cora is pretty rude to her husband, Mason. On their ride home in the pickup truck, she said, do it, prove me wrong. And I was like, oh, okay. The mom-in-law's vibe is really off to me because she's very disrespectful to Cora. The mother-in-law told Cora not to touch her son because he was still eating or something like that. And Cora actually obeyed what she said. That threw me. There was also a little sailboat picture in Cora's bathroom, which makes me think they have some type of tie when it comes to being in that water. Speaking of being in the water, her husband's tattoo. He has a fishing hook on his forearm tattoo. What the heck is that about? Maybe I'm reaching with the tattoo, but I'm sure it ties into something. It has to. My last thing is she's been institutionalized somehow. She's been in jail somehow. She's been in a group home somehow. Something's going down with Cora's past, because the first thing she did the next morning, she went in her kitchen, but she did not cook breakfast. Do y'all remember what she did? She removed the food. Do y'all remember what she did? She removed the food items from the cabinet, and then she just began cleaning, hardcore cleaning all over the place, folding clothes in that systematic type method. And I don't know, you guys. Of all things, guys, we have to find out what's the deal with the wallpaper. Where does that print come from? Y'all ready? This episode starts off in the courtroom where Cora pleads guilty. We also find out that she's willing to represent herself in court. Even the judge was shocked. The judge was like, "Do you care to clarify?" Cora said 2 things in the beginning, and I want to know, did you guys catch it? She said, "I just want it to end. What makes you think I want my old life back?" Now, Mason, she had a chance. She had the opportunity to talk to her husband. Part 1, we saw her make the phone call in part 1. She had the chance now. You wake up next to this person every day. You guys created a child together, and you look at him and you don't say anything. You turn and you rather go back to your cell. Let's talk about Mason real quick. Okay, a couple things about Mason. The arresting officer who brought Cora into custody knows Mason. Small world. He uses that in with her later on to find out more details when she probably shouldn't have told. honestly. But she ended up spilling all that tea to him, and he finds out that his wife had a one-night stand. Ooh, and she was pregnant. Ooh, not by you. Double. Mason then took the deepest, angriest, deep breath. Ooh, that man is mad. What did y'all think about when Mason and Cora were intimate and she had a complete disconnect? It was not a pleasurable moment. It was seizure, like, get off me. Eek, it was a lockup. She almost snapped that man's neck off. Clack. I ain't never thought of that in my head, that could happen. This episode, we know she has tics, she has triggers, and the poor lady is programmed. Now we'll talk about Detective Ambrose. Detective Harry Ambrose is super weird, very unorthodox, yet his methods work. His relationship is suffering, almost failing. He believes that Cora is not mentally ill. When he went home, he said he felt some sort of normalcy and it felt natural. But on the show, we've only seen him do unnatural things. So it's like, playing with baby birds, being out in the yard in the weird hours of the night where people should be resting. Crush your fingertips to look like you got reverse French tips. Nasty fingertips. I don't know. You willing to be beat to get the case right. This guy is something else. He's either a genius or he's a madman. And I think he's 50-50. When Detective Ambrose played that song, I don't want to get into... I'm trying to save it for when I talk about Cora. But when he played that song on that phone and he triggered her, wow, he's going in for it because he knew she's full of crap. She's playing him. Of course she was playing him. Come on. This is what happens when she flashes. It's the wallpaper. It's a sexual moment. Song. It beat the mess out of him. And I'm like, wait, are these punches? Are these strikes? Or is she acting as if she's stabbing him? And sure enough, that was what it was. She stabbed Frankie 7 times, 7 across the chest, and struck him 7 times. She's doing it in that rhythm. That programming. Let's get to the meat of it. Cora's childhood was absolutely horrific. It was horrible. Her mother was evil and abusive. Look, she ate that chocolate. She's a kid. Kids eat chocolate. Shoot, how many bodies we got on us? We got cases, if that's, all of us should be on parole if that's the case, because we didn't kill everybody, man. As much as I want some chocolate right now, but I just can't have it. I just can't. I'm trying to cut weight, y'all. I just can't. Little Cora was being a child. Parents have screwed her over royally, man. We learned how Mason and Cora met. We also found out she was a waitress. She stressed the fact that she went to that area because she wanted a change. And that draws me back to her childhood that was insane. I would want change too. If you endured what she went through, you would go to a completely different area as well. Correct? Yes. Learned that her sickly infant sister Phoebe survived. I was so happy to see her aunt come because there was a person who was almost sane. And that lady is the redhead actress is awesome because she was a beast on Devious Maze. If y'all watch Devious Maze, go ahead and drop a comment below and make sure y'all hit subscribe too. But the chocolate burial, the traumatized childhood that she went through, this is horrible, man. Her father. All right, y'all, let's just jump into it. What did y'all think when her father went into her room and shut the door in his drawers? I was too done with it because you can only assume what happened. He's not sleeping with his wife if the sick baby's in the bed all the time. He goes into Cora's room, and I just felt horrible for her at that moment. And that would explain why being intimate is a huge issue for her. Being into it is a huge issue for her. When it's been taken from you and you've been abused that way, you're not going to find enjoyment. It felt horrible for the chick. Oh, another thing that got me was the sister with the bed sores. Ooh, my goodness. The Detective Ambrose said in the beginning of this episode, everyone has secrets, even the most unlikely ones. Then the girlfriend all of a sudden decides to tell the truth about, he had a girl about 6 years ago. She had some issues. You couldn't have told this earlier, we understand it was a traumatic experience, but dang, you could have said that. You know who else was a complete donkey? The bartender. You trying to tell me you remember every face from 5 years ago? She wasn't a regular. How do you remember who she is? You're lying. You saw it on the news like everybody else. You lying. Quit playing. She's the best freaking bartender on the planet. If she remembers Cora for real. Now, according to her, it was Cora, a blonde guy, and a girl. Who are these people? Is it the girl with the red dress in the beginning of the episode? When Cora said they were getting it on, was it just me? Or did y'all see multiple hands in that room and multiple legs, more than 4 legs in that scene? She was in an orgy. Keep it real. Cora, this chick is saying that she met him 4th of July weekend 5 years ago. To be exact, July 3rd, 2012. At a bar. He didn't say his name was Frankie. Did y'all see the certificate that said Francis? She's saying his name was JD. Now all of a sudden, everybody's a pill popper. Wait a minute. You just taking pills from strangers at a bar that you just met? What kind of person are you, lady? She's saying, I remember the song on repeat in the orange carpet. Huh? What? So they had intercourse, and she got pregnant. You're not going to tell me it wasn't multiple people up in there. I know it was a whole bunch of y'all in there being reckless and being nasty. And I bet the chick with the red dress in the beginning of the season opener who was saying, Cora, come on, was a girl at the bar possibly. I bet her friend was going to be sexually assaulted. Cora jumped in and somebody got hurt. I don't know who. Someone got hurt. He was there. Frankie was there. That's the truth. This whole I got pregnant stuff was a lie. Come on now. Quit playing. You don't even want the son that you have. I was walking on the roadway and she tried to commit suicide. Girl, bye. It was just too contradicting. And my good friend said that Cora is either a sociopath or she's contradicting herself, or she's got split personalities. I'm kind of thinking she's got split personalities plus a trigger. I think she's going to kill a couple inmates because they jacked her for her bed job. She's sitting there on metal, y'all, on metal bed frame like this. I'm so sleepy. I feel so bad for her. She need a pillow. She needs some milk. I feel like his dad knows more. Frankie. I feel like Frankie's father knows more. He's good. Too good. What does that mean? End of the day, we learned something big. Cora's a liar. Her parents messed her up. Do y'all think Cora killed her little sister? Or what if Phoebe's still alive? Her parents are still alive. Oh my goodness. It's just too many. The look that she gave when she ate that chocolate, the look, her eyes, it's like she's devious. She's devious, man. Her mood changed. Her parents created them. In the words of my friend, her parents created a sociopath. So the husband, what do y'all think about the husband going to find JD with the truck? Because he knows JD with the truck. That's how we knew. She's taking, she's doing the half-truths thing. She's taking details of her life, but adding and deleting the rest of the, the whole case. JD, Jason, and the blonde guy who was sitting on the couch. What's going on with that? Got this new thing where I rate on a scale of 1 to 10 how I felt about the episode. And it goes a little something like... 9.3. 9.3. This episode was very, very good. And they've given us so many clues in this 8-part series that they've hooked us. They've hooked us the same way that man's tattoo had a hook on his forearm. Excellent episode. I loved it. I enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment below. And I need you guys to tell me what you saw. If we saw the same thing, if we saw some different things. Someone told me, a lady said on the pilot episode that she heard voices while Cora was swimming. If you guys heard voices, let me know. I need to know these things so we can figure it out. If we could figure this out together, guys. Oh my goodness. All right. Thank y'all for supporting me. I'm almost at 300 subscribers. I want to say I'm at 273 right now. If y'all are watching and you're not subscribed, come on and get me to 300. If we could get me to 300 by the time episode 3 airs, and if I have 300 subscribers, oh my goodness, you guys, you have no idea. Until next time, drink water, eat something healthy, go running, go jogging, go do something positive. Treat your friends well, treat your family even better. Help somebody out that needs helping. Until next time.